There we go. This will do. Hey guys, today I'm here with a follow-up review of the CM.008 M4S system. So, I took this down to my local airsoft field a couple days ago on Saturday, and I played with it, tested it out, and it worked overall phenomenally. I loved it. It was great. The biggest problem I had with it the entire day was the battery compartment, because even with the standard battery you get with it, it's a very tight fit in the battery compartment. But once I got over that, it was pretty much smooth sailing from there. I did have two very minor problems, which was the bolt catch. When I initiated it, it wouldn't lock all the way forward like it is now. It would lock like that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not locked all the way forward. Another minor thing is, since I only have one magazine for this, I decided I would borrow some M4 mags from a friend, and they weren't made specifically for this SEMA gun, so they didn't feed very well, which, you know, I'm cool with. I'll just get some SEMA mags. Also, one more very minor thing, the charging, or the bolt in here, when it comes, it's very lubed up, and it's very smooth, but even after one day, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's very squeaky. So remember to lube it up as you know, often as you can. Also, since this gun is a new gun, when you first get it, everything's going to be greased up, inside and out, and you may have some problems with the hop-up. I did, which means when it was firing, some BBs were going straight like they should, and others were going down, others were going to the side. It was quite strange. But all you have to do is break in the gun, just play with it a couple rounds, a couple games, and the gun should sort of get broken in and work just fine. Other than that, I have to say this gun is definitely worth $200. I do recommend getting some extra mags for it though, because if you're as trigger happy as I am, you're definitely going to need some. And if you can't afford extra mags, just take a water bottle and pour some BBs in it, and bring it with you on the field. I also highly recommend getting a foregrip, because lugging this thing around all day, I'm very glad I had the foregrip, because it just distributes the weight a lot better than holding it like this. And I mean, 7.5, 8 pounds doesn't seem like a lot now, but on the field, lugging it around for, you know, 3 to 7 hours, however long you are at your field, it definitely tires you out. But yeah, another thing I really like about this gun is the sights, and the reason why I like the sights so much is because with the stock fully retracted, and both sights up, with a paintball mask, which is necessary at my field, you have to have full face protection, so I just got a paintball mask. With a paintball mask, I can actually properly aim down the sights, and the reason I find this significant is because on my other gun, I was not able to properly aim down those sights, so I just had to use the front sight aim, which resulted in some poor aiming experiences, I guess. But, you know, with this, I can aim just fine, which I like quite a lot. The gun shot with no hop up about 150 feet, which is really good with no hop up. pretty good. With hop up, not all hop up, because there's no point in putting your hop up on full unless you're trying to snipe. It was shooting right around 250 feet, pretty hard. I was shooting beyond 200 feet, and still hitting people with a nice sting. So that 420 FPS comes in really good there. The rate of fire is about 800 rounds per minute with the standard battery, which is done charging. So give me just a second with that. With the standard battery, 8.4 volt, 1200 milliamp, shoots about 800 rounds per minute. So that's good. When you're now, this is just a note for any of you who are getting this gun. When you're putting the battery inside of the battery compartment, what you want to do is you want to push all the wires to the side, put the battery in the middle, push the wires to the side, close it, push it up on one side, push in the pin, lock it, push it up on the other side, push in the pin and lock it, and that's how you do it. You don't want to push it up, and it's not really going to go up all the way, honestly, because it is just such a tight fit in there. It's ridiculous. I highly recommend going out and getting a crane stock that you can put a battery in and rewiring some stuff. That's what I'm probably going to invest on doing in the near future. So yeah, I mean, $200, definitely worth it. I've only used it once, so I'm going to make another follow-up video in a couple of months after some more usage from it and see if it's still working pretty well. I did drop the magazine on some concrete, and it got really light sort of scratches that drop right here, and they're very faint, so the magazine's pretty durable. Same with the gun. This thing got jarred around a lot on the field on Saturday, but overall, I mean, I have to say, definitely worth it. Very good gun. It's really good. I mean, I have to say, even with, you know, the problems I had with it, which are going to fade away because I'm going to get better at putting the battery in it. It's going to get broken in. I can get new mags. I'm going to grease it up. You know, things like that. All of these things are just easy fixes, you know, with a little bit of time and maybe some money. But overall, I mean, I have to say, this thing impressed me. I think the only thing I genuinely do not like about this gun is the sound it fires at, which is pretty much the same sound as any AEG. But the reason I don't like it is because my previous gun was a blowback, electric blowback, and it had more things moving and it made more metally sound, which this one does not have. But I mean, you know, whatever, no big deal. I do believe this gun is LiPo ready, for any of you who are wondering, but I'm not sure. I would look into that if you're thinking about getting a LiPo for it. Yeah, the CM.008, ladies and gentlemen. Very good gun. I like it a lot. Works very well too. So, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And happy airsofting. Once again, we're going to use my shirt.